What's up, everybody? Dr. JP Guidry here. So you've gone through your screen, your lower body and upper body screen. So I want to talk a little bit about what the next step is. So once we've gone through our screen, there's a couple things we want to talk about. So as you've gone through your screens, hopefully you've made some notes at each test, what you felt, restriction, stiffness, difficulty doing the movement, any pains, any symptoms, numbness, tingling, things like that. And so if you've made yourself a little note through each movement, each test on where you were at and where you were at side to side on the movements that involved multiple directions or multiple sides. So first we want to address any symptoms. So that's going to be things like pain. That could be sharp pain. That could be discomfort. That could be ache. That could be referred pain, shooting pains, numbness, tingling, things like that. The information we're providing here is more for kind of prehab and fitness purposes. So the best recommendation I can give you and what I'm going to tell you is to make sure you see a doctor or a licensed medical professional. Obviously, I'm a physical therapist, but in my opinion, I think you should see someone in person to address these issues, or at least to make sure there's nothing major going on. Rule out anything serious, rule out the red flags, rule out any major injuries or issues, and then you can come back to the program and move forward in that. So assuming you've either covered that and had gotten the medical professional to release you back to the program, or going through a certain level of treatment, you're coming back. Next, we're going to move into the next step. So the second things we're going to look for in these screens are any restrictions. So that may be tightness, loss of range of motion, weakness or difficulty doing the exercise or the movement, the test. And so these are going to be addressed as we move through the program. So as we go forward, we're going to talk about just kind of some general basic movements and exercises and how to perform them. And then we're going to have a exercise library put together for you, which you'll have access to, which will be constantly being built upon and will be situated and separated through different topics. So that could be body part, that could be movement, that could be lower body, upper body, so on and so forth. So if you have restrictions in, let's say, the neck movements, you're going to go to the library and go to the neck exercise and start to kind of work through those and find the ones that work for you. As we move through the course, we're going to talk about basic movements. So teach you how to do the basic movements moving forward. And then, we'll get into exercise programming, and you'll also have access to some programs that I've put together for you that you can try out and plug into your knowledge that you learn through the course. And the exercise library will cover the how-tos for each exercise. So you'll kind of have everything you need to eventually, hopefully, the goal is for me is to kind of be your own coach. And if you feel like you need outside help, we also offer extra coaching service on top of the membership. But my goal with this membership and this program is to provide all the tools for you, both knowledge wise and access to content that will kind of allow you to put your own stuff together. But we're always here if you need more. And so as a coach, I still utilize other coaches myself from time to time to write programs for me or to help me out. So having all the knowledge doesn't necessarily do it. Sometimes you need accountability. Sometimes you need other things that us coaches can provide. But at least you have the knowledge base to help yourself build health and wellness in the short term and continue to do that in the long term. So as we move forward, we'll get into learning basic movement patterns. We'll get into learning programming. And then we'll get into addressing kind of each area of the body. And like I said, put together a library that you can kind of go through that'll be categorized for you so you can have quick, easy access to the areas you want to focus on. That'll be the next steps as we move forward in the program, and hope you enjoy it.